What happens when the workers of Las Vegas, the bartenders, housekeepers, and casino crew, finally speak up? You get a version of Sin City most tourists never see. In the 1990s, tips flowed like cheap champagne, buffets cost $5, and even a housekeeper felt part of the magic. But in 2025, with tourism down 6.5% and water bottles priced at $26, workers say the casinos are emptier, the smiles are forced, and the soul of Vegas is slipping away. For decades, Las Vegas sold a dream: energy, glamour, indulgence, and escape. But in 2025, behind the blinking lights and casino jingles, workers whisper a darker truth. Casino hosts quietly report empty tables, servers admit tips have dried up, and bartenders confess to working full shifts without a single order. The numbers prove it. Tourism is down 6.5% from the 42.5 million peak in 2019. Resort fees have climbed to $50 a night, and workers say tips are down 30%. Compared to the 1990s, when $5 steak buffets and free parking made middle-class families feel like VIPs, Vegas now feels cold, corporate, and exclusive. Our criteria come straight from the front lines: emptier rooms, shrinking tips, overworked staff, and guests priced out of the magic. Through the voices of bartenders, housekeepers, and casino crews, we'll count down the 5 biggest reasons Vegas feels abandoned. Some will make you angry, others will break your heart. You might not notice it while chasing jackpots, but Vegas workers sure do. In 2025, tourists are tighter with their wallets than a casino's slot settings. In the 1990s, cocktail waitresses could pocket $200 on a Friday night, and blackjack tables buzzed with steady tips. Today, a hospitality union survey shows tips have plunged 30%, with servers and housekeepers hit hardest. One Bellagio server told Reddit, guests show up mad about $50 resort fees, then order one beer, sip it for an hour, and tip nothing. Bartenders confessed to working full shifts without a single cocktail order, while a Venetian valet went 3 days without a tip at all. Buffets that once overflowed now sit half empty, because $40 plates feel more like punishment than pleasure. Picture a housekeeper scrubbing 20 rooms a day only to feel invisible, as one wrote tearfully online. Compared to 2019, when Vegas welcomed 42.5 million visitors, today's 6.5% drop isn't just numbers, it's fewer orders, fewer tips, and more exhaustion. Workers say the Strip feels less like a party and more like a grind. And if empty tables and dry tips sting at number 5, then number 4 shows how collapsing morale is draining the soul from the city itself. Coming in at number 4, the workers themselves say the hardest part isn't just fewer tips, it's feeling invisible. In the 1990s, even on a slow night, staff shared laughs with guests, managers knew their names, and the vibe was one big family reunion. In 2025, servers report being treated like props in Instagram stories, not people. One housekeeper posted online that she cleans 20 rooms a day only to be looked through as if she doesn't exist. A Flamingo bartender said fights break out more often, with guests snapping at staff instead of tipping. Compare then and now. A Mirage dealer remembered 2005 when players would clap for a big win, tip a green chip, and chat for hours. Today, the same dealer says guests toss chips angrily or walk away without a word. The Las Vegas Review-Journal notes that low morale and understaffing drive veteran workers to quit, leaving new hires untrained and stretched thin. Picture the exhaustion: pulling double shifts, fielding complaints about $50 fees, and trying to smile while knowing your paycheck is shrinking. Vegas once promised workers pride and excitement. Now many say it feels like a cold, corporate grind. And if morale is breaking apart at number 4, then number 3 reveals how even the slot machines themselves have lost their magic. Here at number 3, we're entering a strange, invisible zone, because the problem isn't just what you see, it's what you feel. In the 1990s, the Strip buzzed like a neon-fueled carnival. Penny slots rang nonstop, blackjack tables drew laughter, and even a $20 bill could buy you hours of thrills. Fast forward to 2025. Technicians whisper that payouts have been tightened. Players complain a $100 bill vanishes in minutes, and the vibe is simply off. A retired couple who once visited twice a year said, "It used to be fun. Now it feels like robbery." But the emptiness goes beyond the machines. A security guard at Aria told Reddit, It's not fun anymore. Guests snap, fights break out. It's tense. A cocktail waitress added, "We used to hear cheering at slots, dancing in elevators, flirting at blackjack. Now it's awkward silence and short tempers." Compare then and now. A Mirage dealer remembered 2010 when crowds cheered and tipped after a big win. Today, he says, guests toss chips angrily or just walk away. The Las Vegas Review-Journal confirms a 20% rise in scuffles and verbal abuse, often from frustrated tourists or influencer types who treat the Strip like their catwalk. Imagine working a 12-hour shift, dodging TikTok dancers, forcing smiles, and still getting stiffed on tips. Staff who once felt proud now confess, "We're invisible." Vegas's machines may still glow, but the magic, the chaotic, welcoming energy is fading. And if the vibe has drained from the floor at number 3, then number 2 shows how soaring costs and endless fees are bleeding visitors long before they even sit down to play. Standing at number 2, the issue isn't just flashy lights or influencer tantrums, it's something quieter, but far more dangerous: exhaustion. For tourists, Vegas has gone from $5 buffets and free parking in the 1990s to $40 plates, $50 resort fees, and $20 parking in 2025. A single breakfast of coffee and a bagel now costs $40, wiping out a family's budget before they ever touch a slot machine. Guests arrive already frustrated, wallets drained, and that frustration lands squarely on the workers. Housekeepers report cleaning up to 20 rooms a day without a single break, earning just $17 an hour. Bartenders and valets say tips are down 30% compared to a few years ago, but workloads haven't eased. Union reports confirm chronic understaffing as hotels run skeleton crews to save money. The result? Servers describe each shift as a marathon, with guests more demanding and managers less forgiving. Compare then and now. In 2000, a server could count on steady tips and a sense of pride. In 2025, many feel invisible, treated like replaceable props in a corporate show. High turnover drives away veteran staff, taking with them the warmth and personal touch that once defined Vegas hospitality. What remains is a burnt-out workforce stretched too thin to care. Vegas once thrived on service and sparkle. Today it feels like a machine, grinding down the very people who keep it alive. And if overpricing and burnout are gutting Vegas at number 2, then number 1 reveals what the city may have truly lost: its soul. Reason number 1 is the hardest to measure, but the most important of all. Las Vegas didn't just change prices, crowds, or service. It changed who it's for. Over the years, the city has slowly shifted away from being a playground for everyone to becoming a luxury brand for the few. Where Vegas once welcomed road-tripping families, retired couples, and budget travelers, it now caters to VIP packages, high-limit tables, and influencers with ring lights. Classic buffet deals have vanished. Cheap shows are gone. Parking isn't free. Even smiles feel scripted. Locals say the magic is fading, not because the buildings are different, but because the vibe has been sold to the highest bidder. The soul of Vegas was always its accessibility. It wasn't about being rich, it was about feeling rich for a weekend. But now many visitors leave feeling broke, rushed, and unimportant, and that hurts more than any price tag. You can raise the ceiling on luxury, but if you close the door on warmth, the lights don't shine the same. Vegas didn't die in one moment. It faded trade by trade, dollar by dollar, decision by decision. From 5-star exclusivity to fake smiles, the Strip has become a mirror of excess, not escape. And maybe that's the final gamble. When a city bets against its own spirit, everyone loses. Las Vegas's decline isn't just about fewer tourists or pricier buffets. It's about something deeper, a slow unraveling of the city's original magic. Vegas was once a place where anyone could feel like somebody, even just for a weekend. But in 2025, that energy feels replaced by something colder, more calculated. Corporate cost-cutting and endless surcharges have pushed away the middle-class families and retirees who once gave Vegas its warmth. In their place are high rollers, VIP packages, and influencers chasing clicks, not memories. The Las Vegas Convention Authority reported a sudden drop in tourism, but the real story isn't in the numbers. It's in the silence of casino floors, in the tired eyes of workers, and in the words of locals mourning a city that once felt like a chaotic, beautiful family reunion. When longtime guests stop visiting because it's too expensive to too cold, the issue isn't just money, it's meaning. And when service workers feel like props in a scripted luxury show, the sparkle of Vegas dims fast. This isn't about nostalgia, it's about sustainability. A city can't run on Instagram reels and resort fees forever. The Strip may still shine, but behind the lights, something's flickering. Can Vegas rediscover the messy, inclusive magic that once made it special? Or is it fated to become a hollow showroom, bright, polished, and empty? Las Vegas was never just about lights or jackpots. It was about the feeling that anyone, no matter their story, could belong. But in 2025, that feeling is harder to find. If you've felt the change too, or if this video made you pause and reflect, we want to hear from you. Have you visited recently? Did something feel different? Leave a comment below and share your story. And if you found this video thoughtful or honest, consider liking, subscribing, and passing it along. Because maybe, just maybe, the more we talk about what's missing, the closer Vegas gets to finding it again.